그럼 뭐해 No way 배그로 시작한 날 향한 마음이 왜 이제
What is good, y'all? This is JV here for K-Vibes, and today got an album review for you guys. Super excited about this. Basically, my favorite Korean singer, Crush, is back with a new mini album, Wonderlust. Super excited to get into this. Absolutely love, adore this project. Little background, he's been releasing music for a couple years now. Had his debut album in 2013, Crush on You. Followed up with Interlude, an EP, a number of singles sprinkled in between that. And now we have Wonderlust. Was not expecting this release at all. It feels like we were just listening to Interlude not too long ago. I still have that in regular rotation. And so he's back with a new project. Led off with the single Fall that he released a music video for, that I have spoken lightly on, during that, but I will get into it. So basically, you guys know the format of the album reviews. I go track by track, give you guys my quick thoughts, and then at the end give you guys my thoughts, comprehensively of the full project. Now this is going to be a pretty, fast review. It's really short project. It's 5 tracks long, 13 minutes in total, and that's pretty crazy because you take most mini albums, they're spanning from about 15 to 20, so this is a super short project. And I gotta say, me personally, personal preference, these kind of projects I adore. I love short, to the point projects spanning, multiple tracks, dabbling in different ideas and stuff like that, but in a clear, concise manner. And anyone who's familiar with, some degree of music, with each song, you're getting about a minute to a minute and a half of original material, and then with loops and stuff like that, and in repetitive choruses and in verses and stuff like that, that's where it spans out to the, 3 to 4 minute mark. So here, it basically cuts all the fluff. And you're getting the idea, you're getting a chorus, you're getting some beautiful vocals, some great instrumentation, about 2 minutes, and then on to the next one. And I just think, I love stuff like that. It's a really easy listen to. The entire project, track to track, has a similar kind of vibe and aesthetic, so I think that's really, really dope. So to start it off, we have track 1, Wanderlust. Love the beginning of this. Now, to give you guys, before I get into the specifics, the thing about this project is I feel like this is a project for Crush fans. People who have, rode with him for everything. If you're into his more pop material, like his a Hug Me with, Gecko, or even some of his more conventional material that you would get on Interlude, this is not the project for you. These are for people who like the lush, emotional side of Crush's music. This is him flexing those vocal chops, definitely. There's no real pop single on this album at all. No actual contemporary R&B pieces either. Everything's very old school, very soulful, some light funk rhythms there in the instrumentation. The most lively portion of the project is in the first half, and then it definitely slows down on the second half and winds you down. And I think that was just an amazing way to put this out. And I love this side of Crush's music. I'm a huge fan of it. I've been listening to this album on repeat since it dropped. So again, back to Wanderlust. Again, pretty much the most up-tempo song of it all. It starts it off, swinging as about as strong as this project gets. Some really beautiful, lush production on here. Some dope funk bass lines in there too. Love the moving percussion there, and vocally he's engaged, he's energized, and there's that smoothness to it that you get on Crush's vocals. Transitions perfectly into 2411. I don't know if it's 2411. I don't know if it's 2411. I don't know if it's 2411. I'm not sure exactly. But the second track, cool thing about this is that it kind of continues a theme that was introduced in Interlude with the whole rapping Crush thing. That's a thing that he doesn't do too often, but when he does it, it's really, really dope. And he does that on here, but not to some contemporary modern instrumentation. Again, it keeps that theme that was introduced in Wanderlust. So love him, pseudo rapping on here, a moving flow. Great vocal delivery, and then it slows down significantly when we get to Nostalgia. Some beautiful guitar underneath the vocals there. It's light, it's airy, it's atmospheric. Just love the complete change of pace, but at the same time has that nice, live performance feel to it. This is a kind of project that I can see him just on stage, maybe with an acoustic guitarist and maybe like someone with some percussion and some brushes and stuff like that. Him sitting on a stool, dark, spotlight him, and him just harmonizing to the crowd. Not this crazy over-the-top stage performance, just something for him and his fans. That's the kind of vibe I get off this particular project. So Nostalgia brings it back, definitely brings forth some prominent vocals, man. I've never heard anyone say Crush can't sing, but if there was anybody who was doubting his abilities, this is the kind of song you show them and be like, huh, don't play yourself, and everything after this point. Fall comes in, spoke lightly on it in my reaction, love the piano intro to it. Pretty much has one of the most addictive choruses, in my opinion, that's stuck in my head melody-wise on the project. Interesting choice of single too. It's pretty much the lightest single he's put out since Sometimes, or like Sofa and stuff like that. So he's dabbled in having, like, you know, calmer singles. A more predictable way would like either be Wonderlust or even 24/11, but he went with Fall, and I thought that was a really dope choice. Absolutely adore this song, probably one of my favorite Crush singles yet, even though it's not the most, you know, energetic, engaging song in the world, but man, the vibes to this song is beautiful. And then you have the last track to wind everything down. It's the most vocally ambitious song, in my opinion, probably of the album, because it's completely stripped back. He is not hiding behind any instrumental. There's not too much going on besides his vocals, man, and it's super raw, it's super emotional. I just love that way to set it off. And then, you know, that's the project. 5 tracks. It's like here, gone, 13 minutes. You could listen to it in one sitting easily. You know, over a meal you can listen to this project. And I just absolutely love that. And hey man, if he doesn't release any more albums, or maybe way far off, and he just gives us these little EPs here and there, I'm down with it. I love EPs or mini albums or whatever you want to call it. And to me, this is one of my favorite Crush projects to date. Now, doesn't necessarily have the replayability of Crush on You. Probably not, but this is definitely the best experience I've gotten from a full project. You know, Interlude is dope. I love it. It's one of those ones that you bump in the whip for sure. Crush on You, same way. I can sing Crush on You front to back. Like, that's probably the album I've listened to the most out of all my Korean music. Like, I've listened to that album countless times front to back. So I can sing that joint, you know, whole thing through. But the thing about Wonderlust is that you put that on, you're transported somewhere else, man, and you just, like, next thing you know, you're like, oh wait, the project's finished? Holy crap, let me put that on again. And I can't tell you, I've listened to this project probably about 7 or 8 times through, and I would listen to it, you know, 3 times in a row. That's how easygoing it is, and I just think this is such a beautiful project. I really hope people don't sleep on it, but I know it might not get the same level of fanfare just because it doesn't really have that mainstream pop kind of sound to it, and it's definitely something that would appeal more to Crush fans specifically. But curious as to what y'all thought about it, so in the comment section below, let me know what you thought about the songs. What do you think about this album as a whole? What do you think about Crush? How do you think this compares to his previous material? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm really curious to hear them. Until next time, this is JV here for K Vibes. I love you guys. Bye.